everybody. So I am currently in, can you see the mountains? We're in Boulder, Colorado, and I have wanted to make this video so many times, but to be honest, I always bring my camera on vacation and then I never pick it up because I really want to enjoy my vacation. But this is a question that I get just like asked a lot about, or like a topic that I get asked a lot about, and just like, how do I implement all of my routines and my habits and my goals into my vacation? So we're going to touch on that in a few different ways. I specifically want to talk about movement. I want to talk about exercise. I want to talk about nutrition. I want to talk about sleep. So we're going to talk all about those things. I'm currently on a walk. It is 9:45 Boulder time, but we've been kind of keeping to East Coast time so far. So really in my brain, it's like 11:45, but I'm going to finish up this walk. And then I have to warn you, this is going to be the most like disjointed, segmented vlog because I'm trying to enjoy my vacation. So the first thing we will talk about is like movement / exercise at some point. You're also going to see a lot of phone footage, but like, oh, look how, can we see? Okay, we're going to finish our walk. This works. You're currently resting on like an old cup of coffee from this morning, and I have a new one. All right, I think it's been like 2 days since the last time we actually spoke and conversed. We have a wedding to go to today, which is really the whole reason that we're in Boulder. Long story short, we're here Wednesday to Wednesday. It's currently Sunday, so it's the day before Labor Day. And just when we were like pricing out flights and hotels and everything, because we have so many Marriott points saved up, it ended up being cheaper for us, like out of pocket. Obviously, we used way more points than if we just stayed for the weekend, but because it's Labor Day weekend, it ended up being less money out of pocket to go for the full week. And we haven't really taken a vacation like this in a long time, so we were like, this will be fun, it'll be a nice adventure. Obviously, like, you know, we have to pay for the cost of food while we're here, but it's been a nice little retreat. And I think that we found a really nice balance of like enjoying ourselves and experiencing the area and the food and all of that kind of stuff with balancing our health. So like I said in the intro, I want to talk a little bit about that. The thing we're going to talk about today is movement. So I feel like the way that you implement this completely depends on like where you are going on vacation. But the number one thing that I always try to prioritize is walking. Can I just get in my walks? Can I get to like 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day on average? And the reason that I suggest that is because at least I know I just feel a lot better, and it's like kind of the bare minimum easiest way to stick to some kind of health goal. Because we want to remember too that like you're on vacation and you want to enjoy yourselves. You don't want to completely deprive yourself of experiences or food or spending time with loved ones. You still want to enjoy all of that. But some of the ways that both of us have been getting in our movement, we decided to not rent a car in Boulder. We're staying pretty close to downtown. We're like a mile outside of downtown. It's still a very, very walkable area. Also probably because it's, there's like the college right here. We're right near like the college campus. So everyone walks, everyone bikes. So number one, we've just been walking everywhere. I'm getting in so many steps. I've actually been doing better on my steps here than I have in New York, which is like a me thing. Like I need to work on that. Other ways that we really enjoy getting our movement in is by doing some kind of outdoor activity, or at least like activity that is movement based. Again, obviously we are in Boulder. It's a very outdoorsy place. So we've gone on a hike. We rented bikes one day because there's like miles and miles and miles of bike trails here, or bike paths. Tomorrow we're doing a bike tour. I think on Tuesday we're gonna do another trail that's like very highly recommended in this area. So even if you can pick like one thing a day that's gonna get you a little bit of movement, it will add up in the long run, because the last thing that you want is to like go on your vacation and not be able to flip back into your routine when you get home. And look, this is gonna look different for everybody, but I know that for me, one of the easiest things, or one of the easiest ways to flip back into my routine when I get home, is to not completely ditch it on your vacation. Now, the other part of this is formal exercise. And I feel like this is a controversial take as like a fitness instructor, and I think that everyone just has their different mindsets on this. I don't necessarily think that you need to formally work out on your vacations, meaning I don't think that you need to be going for a run. I don't think that you need to be going to the gym. I don't think that you need to be like doing a body weight circuit in your hotel room. If you want to, that's awesome. But I really don't think that you have to. And I would say that the only exception to me saying that is if you are away for more than a week or two, whatever. If you're away for like a really long time, like if you're on a vacation for a month, it's like maybe you should pick up a weight. Or if you find that you vacation a lot. I don't vacation a lot. So at home, I typically get in 3 to 4 workouts a week. When I've been here, I've gotten in 2. And I would say that my best advice for like, if you do want to do formal exercise on your vacation, pick something that you're gonna enjoy. So I don't think that like your formal exercise on vacation necessarily needs to be like part of your normal plan. I think that if you want to get it in and like you're motivated and excited to do it, pick something that excites you. So those are my thoughts on movement. I'm gonna get ready for this wedding, and then we have 2 more days here, and then we fly back out on Wednesday. So I will make sure before we leave that we talk about nutrition, and I also want to talk about sleep on vacation. But in the meantime, I'm going to a wedding.
Sit by the bonfire, velvet that drapes over the sky. Talk under the stars, wonder what life be like on Mars. Watch her wide-eyed memories ignite. Hold her real tight, whisper my child. Seasons will fly by.
Hello. All right, so we're gonna talk about like nutrition on vacation. As I've already kind of talked about in like the other parts of this video, this comes down to you, what's available to you, how much you wanna indulge, but I do think that you should be able to enjoy yourself on your vacation. There's no need to be sticking 100% to whatever your dietary goals are, but I do think that there are some ways that you can still get in vitamins and minerals and nutrients to help support you during your day. So one of the things that this hotel has, besides obviously like a full kitchen, which is incredible, it has a really great breakfast that's included every day. So something that we've been doing is taking things with us that we could maybe repurpose during the day. That's also just kind of like a spending hack right there. But at my breakfast, and I'll like pop up little photos, I've been trying to get in some kind of balanced plate. And when I say balanced, as always, I mean some kind of carb, fat, protein, and fiber source. So I'm actually gonna show you some of the stuff that we've kind of taken with us / picked up at the local grocery store to kind of like round out our meals and just have some options. Okay, so let's go piece by piece. Ow. We have a bunch of yogurt. So what I actually did one day, and I think I'll pop up a picture, I took this Greek yogurt and then we got a bunch of blackberries, which I stored in here because it was easier. And I put blackberries in here. I stole some honey from the breakfast. And then I got like some nut seeds and just kind of like put it on top. So that was really nice. That is leftover Thai food. This is one of my favorite things. They have these downstairs, these like hard-boiled eggs. So I've just been grabbing those because that's a great protein snack. I picked up these at the grocery store. So just some like little salmon packets. And by salmon, I mean tuna. Picked up just like some protein bars. Here's a bagel that I stole from downstairs. And the other day I ended up putting like the tuna on the bagel, and that's a really good option. So one of the things that I really like doing is kind of having like a normal breakfast and or lunch, and then just indulging in dinner or maybe another meal. And honestly, for us, indulging is just like we're going out and trying different things and seeing what looks good. So kind of like eating the local cuisine. So those are just some of the nutrition tips that I have. But at the end of the day, remember like all of the stuff that I said yesterday, you're not on vacation all the time. You still want to enjoy yourself. So find those moments where you can get in some nutrients and then just don't overthink it. Okay, Kevin's getting some work done, so I'm gonna turn this off, and we're actually going on a bike tour, which is gonna be really fun, which is why I'm all sportied out. And then tomorrow we'll come back and we'll talk about the third piece of the puzzle. Hello. We're obviously back home in New York. I did not film that last clip. That being said, I want to talk about this final element, which is sleep. If you've watched any of my videos before, you know that sleep is always the thing that I have trouble prioritizing my sleep. We're not going to get into why in this video, but on this vacation, something that Kevin and I actually did really prioritize was our sleep. So we were on, is that Mountain Standard Time? We were in Colorado time, which is 2 hours separated from Eastern. Wow, I can't even explain this. Basically, we tried to pretty much stay on Eastern time in more of a way where we would like sleep in. That doesn't make sense. Let me give you an example. On like a perfect day in New York, we're in bed at midnight and getting up at 8. That's a perfect day. That's usually Kevin's schedule. That's not always mine, but that's great for me because then I get about 8 hours of sleep and we're going to bed and waking up at the same time. Again, he's a stand-up comedian, so like he works later into the night. So this is the best of both worlds for us. So what we did in Colorado, we were usually in bed by 10 and then we were getting up at 7. So we were adding in that extra hour of sleep, but we were still getting up by like 9 a.m. Eastern time, which I actually thought was a really good balance. And I have to tell you, I got some really good sleep on that vacation. So we'd be up at 7, downstairs for breakfast at 7:30, come back up, get dressed, and like we would start being out and about like by 9 a.m. every day, which was perfect for us. And I think that finding the right balance of just overall recovery, so rest, sleep, whatever that means to you, is going to be key. Obviously, we were still pretty active on our vacation. We did a lot of outdoor activities. So I think that that also required our bodies to need a little bit more rest and need that extra hour of sleep that we don't typically get. Your vacation isn't going to look exactly like mine. So I think that the point of this little chunk is just to find ways where you can rest and recover. It is such a part of our lives, mine included, that is not always prioritized. And I think being able to take that vacation and implement the recovery and rest aspect is super important. Okay, I'm gonna start editing this video tomorrow and I literally don't even know what type of footage I have, so fingers crossed this is cohesive. Again, I've wanted to make this video for the last like, I don't know, 7 vacations, and I just haven't had the motivation because I like kind of signing off and enjoying it. But hopefully that this did just get you some basic tips, because I do get asked a lot just about like getting off track or staying on track during vacation. And I've talked about this in other videos, how to get back on track. I'll leave like a link to that video right here. But you know, we just got back last night, and what am I doing today? I'm getting my groceries delivered and I'm about to leave for a workout class. So the way to get back on track is just to jump right back into your routine. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, interesting, entertaining. If you have a vacation coming up, let me know about it down in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and I will see you guys in the next one.